What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at one of Ableton's stock MIDI plugins called Velocity. So let's jump right into this. Alright, so if you go into your MIDI effects here, you have your plugin called Velocity here. And what Velocity is going to do is it's going to allow you to randomize the velocity on the MIDI notes you're playing so that you don't have to sit there and play with the velocities if you didn't play your melodies by hand already. So I think Velocity is really useful because when I'm making my melodies, such as my piano, for example, I'm not going to sit here and go ahead and change all these velocities by hand. I'm just going to leave them all the same. So Velocity is going to go ahead and change those up for me. Alright guys, so looking at the Velocity plugin right here, there's a lot going on here, but there's only a couple things that we really need to focus on to get the result that we want. So I like to leave my mode in clip mode here, and I like to leave this on both. So when you're turning up this random knob here, you can see on the little previewer here that it's going to go down and up that amount that you're selecting. So you get a nice little visual representation. So this representation here is the velocity that you have overall. And when you start to turn it up, this is how much below and above it's going to go. So when you're playing with the drive knob, it's going to make sure that all the velocity is starting at a higher position already. So as you can see with the knob here, it's going to make those velocities go up even more. You also have your range here. So if you only want it to go up a certain amount, you don't really want it to go up the full amount that it could, you can actually play with the range here and get that. Okay, so the out highs are really going to only affect the highs of the notes that you're playing, and the lows are only going to affect the lows. So if you only want the lows to go up a certain range, you can go ahead and play with those there, or the highs. So let's say you only want to affect the lows, you could do something like this. And you can see that the lows are really the thing that's standing out more right now. And the reverse, if we're doing the highs, it's really going to affect the highs more that way. So you can go ahead and play with your highs and your lows, and you can figure out what's a good range for you to be at. So you can use this comp setting right here to give it a little more randomization if you feel like that's needed. It'll basically affect the highs or the lows a little bit different depending on which way you're going in the comp. Okay, so since we're using a piano right now, I kind of want the lows to be a little bit lower in the velocity range than I want the highs to be, because I want those top notes on that piano to spark out a little bit more. So I'm going to turn the lows up just a little bit, but I'm also going to make sure the highs are a little bit higher here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this random at, around 20 and just kind of mess with the highs and lows and see what kind of sounds good here. Alright, so I decided to turn the random down a little bit more because I don't want them to stray too far away from where they're already at already. They're just going to be going up and down in the ranges just a little bit. So we're just going to leave the random higher, because if we were to turn this all the way up, you're going to have notes that you can barely hear at all, and then you're going to have notes that are extremely loud. So you can hear that those top notes hit every once in a while, and it's just super loud, and then everything else you can't hear at all. I'm not going to turn the drive up at all because I already have my midis up a good amount already, so I don't really need to play with that whatsoever. And another neat thing that you could do is, let's say you want your highs to stand out even more. What you could do is you could go ahead and turn those midis up even more, and then you could take all the other notes and you could turn the velocities on those down. And that way the high notes are already starting at a higher position than the lower notes are at. So that way they're already going to be getting affected more. They're already going to be standing a little higher because this velocity takes into account what velocity you already have set within the MIDI. Alright, so let's listen to the piano without this and then with it. So this is without it. And then with it. So it really humanizes it and makes it sound as if you're actually playing it on a MIDI keyboard. Alright guys, this is going to wrap up the tutorial on how to use Ableton's Velocity plugin. This was a really short one, but I just kind of wanted to introduce you to it and show you how you can go ahead and change your MIDI velocities without having to type those all in by hand and click and drag those, because it becomes a really tedious task. But anyways, hope you guys liked that one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because we're uploading new tutorials every single day that you're not going to want to miss out on. But besides that, I'll be seeing you again in the next one. Peace out.